up? It's Monday morning here at Muscle in the Morning, and I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, September 17th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Nowadays, it feels like people will try to do anything to reinvent the wheel, just so they can steal 5 minutes of attention. But thankfully for the rest of us who aren't crazy, there are guys like Aaron Clark who know how to stick with what works. Bright and early this morning, we saw Team Clark release the latest salute to International Chest Day with a short clip of some heavy dumbbell action. All things considered, I think his 2018 comeback should probably be considered a success given how much ground he had to cover. So as long as he can keep the momentum rolling, hopefully the next time we see him, it'll be with his hand raised up with a hard-earned victory. I don't know a whole lot about Romania, other than it seems like it would be a cold place to live all the time. And if vampires are real, that's definitely where they'd live. But hopefully if he survives his trip, my old buddy Jeff Beckham can give me the full scoop. Recently, the veteran big man announced that he was planning to bring his talents way east out to the Romania Pro, which is set to go down 11 weeks from now. The lineups at most of these international shows are anything but predictable, but I still think a spot on Jeff Beckham is good enough to give just about anyone out there a run for their money. I don't really know why, but I think if you say anything with an Australian accent, it automatically becomes a whole lot cooler. So when you look and sound the way Australian bikini knockout Shanna Baker does right now, that might just make you the coolest person on the planet. Behind Big Lenny, of course. Lately, I've seen a few eye-popping updates from the Baker crew who seem to be making the most out of her off-season program so far. Pound for pound, I think Baker has enough talent to be really tough out if she's on her game, which should definitely give her the home field advantage by the time next year's Arnold Australia finally rolls around. I feel like I've said this a million times, but if you don't ever step outside of your comfort zone to get a new perspective in life, you'll eventually end up stuck in a rut. That's why I have to applaud a guy like Lee Royce for getting out there and testing some uncharted waters. This week, Lee Royce caught the attention of his fans when he announced that he was teaming up with international fitness personality AJ Ellison to guide him through the ringer that'll be his 2019 campaign. When you look at what this guy did during last year's rookie campaign, it was obvious that Lee Royce is a guy who's got a ton of talent. So I'll be curious to see how this little thought experiment ends up playing out, because he definitely has the ability to be a factor in this classic physique division. As the old saying goes, if you can't beat him, join him, which just pretty much sums up the game plan for veteran powerhouse Fouad Abiad. Over the weekend, we saw the big hoss getting nasty with a few sets of heavy deadlifts as he tries to bring his game up another level or two with this next phase of his off-season program. The sheer fact that he can move weight like this at this point in his career is amazing to me, because I know plenty of guys his age who move like stiff old robots just trying to get out of bed. So as long as he can train smart and, more importantly, stay healthy, I'd like to think that his best days are still ahead of him. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.